Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered! Today it's going to be a match between ZeLoT and Terror here on Fighting Spirit. This is a recent replay from the year 2020 sent to me by RJB. Thank you so much, RJB. You do a lot for this channel. He does fastest map casts a lot on his own YouTube channel. There's a link in the description. Go ahead and check it out. Subscribe if you want to. And let's get right on into this PvZ. Top left-hand corner, we have the yellow Protoss player. It is Terror, playing under yet another Smurf name. This guy, seriously. And in the bottom left, it is the green Zerg player ZeLoT, playing under another Smurf name. These guys, man, Brood War players love Smurf names so very, very, very much. But sometimes they release replay packs, and they have the name on them, and the play style matches up. So, hey, who am I to tell the professional players what to do with their names, right? Right. All right, so PvZ here on Fighting Spirit. We've cast a lot of these, and it basically comes down to splash damage in these macro games. Reaver shots, Storm, Archons, Zealots, and Dragoons, maybe a Dark Archon. And for the Zerg, just basically swarming, getting that surround. Maybe trying to kill the Protoss player before Storm comes out. And this is a pool first play here from ZeLoT, scouted immediately by Terror. Yes, Terror main Zerg, but man, his Protoss is very, very scary as well here. So just because he's off racing doesn't mean he doesn't have a chance to win here against ZeLoT, who is a very excellent Zerg Terran player. Zerg Terran player? What the heck, brain? A Zerg Korean player. A younger one, up and coming. Like him quite a bit. I like his play style. He's pretty darn aggressive. But yeah, again, we've seen Terror play Protoss before on the channel, and he knows what to do. He knows what's what. He's going for the Forge Fast Expand. He does check how many lings are coming out, or he's trying to. At the same time, trying to block the expansion attempt, which is just so annoying. Here for ZeLoT, it delays the expansion. Forces him to make maybe more lings than he wanted to because he knows it was scouted, right? He doesn't want to make 6 lings here, but I don't know what to do. I mean, I guess he could have made some drones there with his resources, but yeah, man, back home, got ourselves a single cannon. Maybe we'll make another one. 4 lings do pop out, and then the 6 lings are scouted too. Nice dart in by the probe to see what's going on. Maybe keep one of the lings back home to chase this probe around, which is extremely injured. Has 2 HP and 9 shields, but is pretty zippy. Got a little rocket coming out of his butt there, zooming him around quite nicely. Probably going to throw up a gateway to help kind of wall off a little bit. Or, I don't know, these lings are going to get in, man. Where's your attention? Okay, so he gets the gateway up, but the cannon tries to body block, so the lings can't jump on the cannon. The probes are here to assist. He goes for it. He does get the cannon, but no lings get inside the house. And that, probe finishes that ling off. So that was really well responded to by Terror. That was a little bit scary for a minute. If he hadn't brought those probes down, then I think he loses the cannon and there are lings free inside his base, which is not something you want because he has nothing that can kill those Zerglings. He really doesn't. Unless they hold still, then yes, the probes can probably kill them, but they're moving around. They're scouting stuff out. They are impossible to get rid of until they get maybe some Dragoons out, which is Cyber Core Tech, which you're not even close to yet. Incredible. Oh, I love the third hatch. Did he take... No. Okay, I thought... Maybe he took the third before he took his natural. No. He took the natural, then he's taking the third base. No big deal. Another probe in here scouting about. Is that the same probe? Are you alive? Oh my gosh. That's the same probe. I thought for sure you'd be dead by now. This is the little probe that could. Also, the lings aren't getting speed. So that's a bit of a tell. What is killing stuff? Something was killing stuff. Did he kill his own thing? Sometimes that's what that means is cannons kill their own thing. So rushing to Lair. Rushing to Scourge. Because honestly, what else are you going to do here as a Protoss player other than open up with the Stargate? I mean, there's other options, obviously. You can go for a Citadel of Adun. Really fast, like ZeLoT Rush style attack off of 2 bases, which we've seen Bisu use to kill Zergs. Kill them dead, but in these longer matches, nah, it's not usually the case. So there's your Stargate coming in. Corsair production will happen, but the lair timing is fine. It's fine here for ZeLoT. Again, his name is ZeLoT, and he plays Zerg. Come on, dude. Why does this happen? There's a StarCraft 2 player whose name is Raynor, and he plays Zerg. It's like, look, man. If you name yourself Raynor, I think you have to play Terran for the rest of your life. I don't think you're allowed to play Zerg or Protoss. That's just the way it is. And same thing, if you're ZeLoT, you have to play Protoss. And if your name is Hydra, you gotta play Zerg. It's just, I feel very strongly about these things. Player named Hydra in StarCraft 2, yes, he did play Zerg, so it made total sense. It really made a lot of sense to me. I liked it a lot. That was his name. So Corsair production is here. Spire coming up. There's going to be a bit of time where Corsairs are running around, and there's really not much to stop them. Unless we're sneaking a Hydra Den down there. Nope, no Hydra Den coming in. Is this the same different probe? Oh, did he hit his own? I think he hit his own drone there by accident a little bit. Bit of a misclick out of ZeLoT. But as Artosis likes to say, StarCraft is not about who makes 0 mistakes. It is about who makes the fewest mistakes. That is usually who wins the game. Speaking of Artosis, if you like him, I actually cast a super duper really macro long TVT featuring Artosis on the ladder a couple weeks ago. If you want a link to that, let me know. I'll put it in the description. I mean, I don't know how many TVT fans are watching this ZVP, but it could be a lot. I don't know. Maybe some of you guys are really into TVT and you just all like all StarCraft, which is cool. Yeah, so Hydralisk Den coming up to try to mitigate the problem of this Corsair, but you know what? The Spire's done first anyway. So you can choose. Do you want to make some Scourge to handle this or Hydralisks? Let's see. Maybe Porque no los dos. And the answer is going for Lurker Aspect immediately and going for Scourge. Stop standing on top of each other. That's what the splash is. Oh my gosh, Corsair. Oh, they get out of there. And then the Scourge pop. Okay, that wasn't as close as I thought it was going to be. Scourge take a little bit longer to build in that situation than I was expecting them to. So Zergling's trying to see if there's a third base they can harass, potentially, but really no third base here from Terror at all. He's going right into Templar Archives, which is already done, by the way. He's going Dark Templar. Yeah, DT opening. But, I mean, that's why you have Sunkens and Overlords. It's pretty much the same thing defending against DTs as it is defending against Zealots in this upcoming attack. Which is, I mean, it's fine, right? It's nothing to worry about if you are Zealot here. Although, I don't know, sometimes players do just lose to the giant attack on their third base with a bunch of speed lots, or their natural base, which is why you kind of have to defend both as a Zerg player. It's kind of annoying, but that's just what you got to do. But with the Lurker Aspect done, I don't know. I don't know what we're going to see here. These DTs, I don't think are going to accomplish very much. That is some really nice sunken positioning. The DT can't jump right on top of it. It can kind of hit over in this mineral line area a bit there. One DT going to the third base, which is go Sunken. All right, Sunkens take about 4 seconds to complete. It feels like they're very fast. Very fast on that morphing. Look at that. It's almost halfway done already. So... Oh, he tried to get out? Oh, why would he do that? Now he's trapped. No, he's running. Oh, he gets sniped. That totally sucks. Corsair ball, though. Oh, losing one of their Corsairs to Scourge, which is a problem. Additional Scourge coming in. And that not look good for that Corsair ball at all. Another 2 going down there. Still 2 remaining. Causing problems for these Overlords. There's another DT kind of dancing around the front door here of that natural base. The Overlords get sniped and the DT moves in. Well played. This is a nice execution of Corsair DT. A strategy made popular by Bisu back in the day. This DT is having a field day. The Lings are trying to block him in, but he can one-shot you, so it's kind of hard to do that. Oh, is he oh, no, there was an Overlord. I thought it was friendly fire attacking with the Lurker, which is really dangerous with all those stacked up drones, but nope. At the end of time, he does manage to get an Overlord out, and he kills the DT without really too much damage being taken there. I think some Lings died, maybe a drone went down. It's still 37 to 36 workers in favor of the Zerg player, which is really nice. And third base here by Terror is not done yet. And then there's a follow-up speed lot attack. Oh, all right. Well, the Lings see it coming at least, and there is, again, sunken protection at the natural base and at the third base. The Lings don't want to just die in the middle of the map here. They want to help engage where there is a sunken and where there are lurkers to assist. I don't know why you'd come in here. Like, I guess it's out of range of the sunken, and sniping the Hydralisk Den is not a bad prize. Oh, wow, that went down real fast. 1 or 2 Zealots went down. The rest of them managed to escape fairly unscathed. That was a really nice snipe. Maybe part of a reason why you don't put major tech structures in your wall. Whoa, Mutalisks. Zealots going Muta in a ZVP against Terror. I thought only Terror did that when he was playing ZVP. Well, the Corsair count is it 0? Are we looking at a 0 Corsair count? The Scourge had a great day with them. Possibly did. You just got to storm dodge at this point. Storms aren't infinite. Carefully don't storm your own probes there, Mr. High Templar. Scourger here in case the Corsair shows up. Oh, the stacking. The Muta stacking here is really good. Several probes going down. It's only 30 probes for Terror right now. ZeLoT. Get some damage done. Oh, dodging storms. He has to storm himself in the face. High Templar almost getting sniped out. The Mutas decide to go after the High Templar to kill it, even if it costs them their lives. And yeah, it basically does. These guys... Oh, okay. Well, that hurt. That hurt. And another cannon shot. Oh, that was a bad angle. So the Mutalisks are dead. There's another Mutalisk in production, which is going to be very lonely. I guess there are 3 out already, though, so maybe perhaps that is not the case. Third base coming up for Terror. Third base just well established here from ZeLoT. 340 APM right now for the Zerg player, and about 230 for Terror when he plays Protoss. He is faster when he plays Zerg, from what I remember about his APMs. When he's playing that particular race. He's making more Mutalisks, man. Why? So Ling Muta, pretty decent against ZeLoT. There's really no question about that. The Archons, a little bit better. And the Corsairs show up. And the Mutas are like, oh, right, I forgot. There are 4 Corsairs out. They don't have any attack upgrades, because I don't think we want to make a lot of Corsairs, but still, they're pretty scary nevertheless. So at some point, ZeLoT needs to take a 4th. Traditionally, it's going to be this one. We'll see if he goes for that or not. Looks like he's just trying to get up a big Lurker, Ling, Hydra, Muta-style army. Scourge cannot catch Corsair because they have the same movement speed. Maybe don't fly into cannons. Not a great idea. Maybe don't take a lot of Archon shots there and Storm. But you know what? They picked off another High Templar, which I think is just the goal here. He's just keeping the High Templar count down so that Lurkers and Hydras and Lings are way more effective than they otherwise would be. Storm is the answer to all of those things. That said, more High Templar joining the party. They don't have enough energy for Storm yet, but they will very soon. Yeah, more Lurkers. It looks like a 3-base style attack here from ZeLoT. He's just trying to kill Terror now. And going to a hive on 3 bases. I don't know about this plan, man. I think there's a tiny window where you can accomplish this, maybe. Especially if the Storm count is extremely low. You show up here with a bunch of Lurkers, Lings, and Hydras? I don't know. Especially if you can pick off these observers. Suddenly you're going to have a much better time. See, my gosh, he's going after more of the High Templar. He's forcing 2 of them into an Archon. Wow, he just killed 2 High Templar there. I mean, they're not dead, because Archons are still pretty good, but that's 2 High Templar that are not going to exist anymore. There's 1 High Templar out on the field right now, I think, for Terror. The rest of it is this ZeLoT Archon thing. They're trying to... Oh, wow, there is a 4th base coming up, and a bad drone transfer here. Alright, well, these Zealots with +1 attack are going to absolutely force a cancel on that hatch. Unless they decide to run into this bottom right-hand corner where there's nothing happening and hide out. When I really feel like if they put their minds to it, they probably could have killed this hatchery and maybe wouldn't have all died up here in this upper base anyway, because he's going to die in this base anyway. Yeah, it's kind of a waste of units there from Terror. I'm not sure what that was about. Look at this. He's just like, yeah, we found you down here. You're going to fight all you want. But Hydroling Muta against ZeLoT is such a great composition. That was pretty cost efficient, I gotta say. That was really nice stuff. Meanwhile, we're still producing High Templar. I think there are 3. There are 3. One of them has enough for a Storm, which is nice. Man, ZeLoT's done such a great job with this. Nice Ninja expand, though, from Terror. I had somebody ask me the other day, how come in Brood War they never make Ninja expansions? Well, here's one. That is definitely a Ninja. Generally, you want to expand up along this top side on Fighting Spirit if you're Protoss, but nope, not Terror. He's taking this 3 o'clock, and there's nothing you can do about it unless you scout it. Which, you might, but just barely you're not going to, right? Oh, he's so close to scouting it. He's so close to scouting it. Oh. Corsairs coming around kind of out of nowhere. Maybe you should be suspicious about that part of the map. Poor Overlord. There are no... Well, there's 2 Scourge here, but not enough to kill the 4 Corsairs that are over here murdering all the Overlords. Engagement on the left side. Hydra's taking those Storms. That might be it for Storm. I'm telling you, that is not... Oh, never mind. There was another one. Okay, well, another Storm got a lot of stuff done, but you know what? This is still a battle that Terror wins. Oh, that High Templar running, but he doesn't run so much as he glides. And it turns out gliding speed is not very fast at all. Look at that Ling glitching out. Hit him. Sheesh. Oh, he did figure out there was a base here. He's just going to kill it with Lings. He just going to kill it with Lings with +2 armor and +1 attack. And probably adrenal glands, because the Hive is done, and that's one of the first things that Zerg players will make is adrenal. I think ZeLoT might have this game won. He managed to expand. He's expanding again, and he's killing the ninja base of Terror. That's what's nice about these replay packs. It's a whole bunch of Terror replays, but it doesn't mean he wins them all. I mean, I don't know that he doesn't win this one either, to be honest with you. It's pretty early, but I just like the base count we're looking at from the Zerg player. ZeLoT is kind of killing it that way. He's working on upgrades. He's getting more lurkers. I think he has defilers out. Yes, he does have defilers out, and he's consuming stuff. Researching Plague. He's got all the right stuff here. I think that early High Templar snipage out of ZeLoT has really paid off in the long run. No, this is not. No, this is a bad place for you. It's like 4 shots on a Sunken to kill a Dark Templar. It's pretty fast. It is pretty fast off. 1 drone died for a Dark Templar. Not a good trade. However, these Corsairs are responsible for the deaths of several Overlords. Like, possibly as many as, like, 16? I guess some of those kills are probably Scourge. Oh, that Hider did not want to lift a finger to save his Overlord guy, did he? No, he did not. So, yeah, the High Templar count is not, like, 10. It's 4, but some of them have quite a bit of energy. Nice Dark Swarm coming up. And the flank around from the backside. That's what I'm talking about. Surrounding the Protoss. Making him feel uncomfortable about where the enemy is coming from at any time. That said, great storm on those lurkers. I think everybody in that swarm is dead. Yep. And there's maybe 1 lurker remaining in this Dark Swarm. He's going to try to hit it again. He's going to just make a big path here of Dark Swarm. Oh, he plagues. Nice plague. Honestly, it is never a bad time to throw down a plague on a Protoss army because they will never retrieve that HP again. I mean, unless it's a mass Archon army, in which case, don't do that. Because their Archons don't care. They don't care about your strawberry jelly or jam or whatever it is. Whatever it happens to be. Looks like Terror is trying to establish a 4th base up here in the top right after he lost his ninja, which is incredibly bad news for him. But we'll see. We'll see if he manages to get it. Nidus Canal up, connecting. I think this is connecting that 4th base to the natural, which seems pretty smart. Ultralisk Cavern is done. Dude, Ultralisks against plagued Protoss units, again, with the exception of Archons, really good. Like, really, really good. So there's your Nexus trying to get up, trying to go for that 4th base at about 17 minutes, but it's late. I'm telling you, it's kind of late for that 4th base. Chitinous Plating coming in, 7 Zerg Ultralisks on the way. I love that it says Zerg Ultralisk as opposed to the Protoss Ultralisks, which can show up in that production tab from time to time. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, he basically has to put his whole army up here to defend this 4th base. The front door is pretty wide open. Like a big Dark Swarm Ling attack, I think, could wreck this whole natural. Oh, you got a Lurker drop inside the main. That's cool, I guess. It's fine. Yeah, I mean, the trick here is if you have your whole army up here, you're probably not going to lose this base. Oh my gosh, the storms, though. Okay, well, that was a lot of dead Zerg. Terror feeling pretty good about that one. He's up in worker supply, or rather army supply at this point in time. Defiler, no energy for anything. Oh, no, bad pathing. Bad pathing. Does not get saved by the Lurkers, though they did their very Zergy best there. Is this Lurker still allowed to sit up here and just do stuff? He's got 1 kill, which is like, great, dude. Fantastically well played, good sir, with your 1 kill. 3 o'clock being taken by ZeLoT. And the base is up, so that's important. The Eagle has landed, but oh no. The army's out of position, and this Ling Ultra army's like, hey, we got this. Never mind, let's engage with the army if they want to engage. We've got Defilers here. We have a lot of Defilers here all of a sudden. Ling's up there, gonna die. There goes the Plague. Ooh! Storm all over these Ultralisks. Dark Swarm up on all facets of life right now, but just pushing the Protoss away, further away, staying inside the Dark Swarm. Doesn't really want to engage there. Are these Dropper Lords? Did he try some kind of epic drop that didn't really work? You got supply blocked pretty heavily, so that's bad. But now we have a Dark Swarm Ultra Ling attack on cannons, and the cannons do not stand a chance. This base is done. I don't... Man, Terror, I think he kind of has to go for something right now. He's got to kill a base. He might get revenge on the Zerg army. Yeah, I get that. He's actually saving a surprising number of probes, considering how terrible a situation that was for him. But, I was trying to expand at the top right, too. That gets shut down by the mere presence of these Ultralisks with 6 armor. They almost have anabolic synthesis, I guess. That's a bad place for Ultras, man. Ramps is not where they want to live. They want to be free. They want to be in the open plains. If they're on a ramp, that means they did something wrong, which means they back themselves into a corner like the Zealots did earlier. Guess what's coming, though? So many Zerglings. Reinforcing Lings coming up, trying to save the day. Reaver Tech is here, though. Nice Storm as well, catching those guys. The Ultras come down from that top right base and try to engage here. They're doing all right. Dude, this is just a face-smashing attack, but DT's in the mix, maybe too much. Too much here with the Dragoons and their +3 attack. This Ultralisk has 2 kills. This Ultralisk has 0 kills. He's going to try to save the day. He's pretty good against Zealots. Not as good against DTs, though. Yeah, he's going to get out of there. All right, so maybe the right side base is going to die, but the Nexus has to be replaced here from Zealot, which is horrible news. I guess maybe this is just vision here at the 9 o'clock, and a drone does show up to throw down a hatch. So good vision it is. So loses the 3 o'clock. He's going to toss down a 9 o'clock in recompense. This base defended by 2 Reavers going to be pretty good against this Ultra Ling strategy we are seeing out of Zealot right now. Oh, my poor brain. I'm like, this is a ZVP featuring someone whose name is Zealot and Terror, who means Zerg. Are we sure that the Protoss player isn't Zealot and the Zerg player isn't Terror? Yes, brain. Thank you. Thank you for looking out for me. I suppose. Maybe not, thank you. I don't really know. My headphones gave out the other day. That's some monoprice headphones I bought for like 30 bucks 4 years ago. And the left side just died after my kid was using them. Go figure. So I ordered some new ones. I figured it was time. So for now I'm using a different pair of headphones that I own, but they don't connect directly into my Yeti microphone, so I don't actually have the feedback of my own voice in my ears when I'm casting anymore, and it's weirding me out. I want new headphones real bad that will connect into the Yeti and allow me to hear myself when I'm casting, because it's very odd. I see you. I didn't see the first drop, but I see the second one. It's a Ling Ultra drop. Jumping right on top of those Archons. Good Dark Swarm. Archon dead. Archon super dead. This is a Jaedong style drop, ladies and gentlemen. This is bringing everybody home for Terror, trying to save the day. He's losing production facilities. This Archon, rather, there is a Reaver inside that shuttle. He's trying to get big-time hits off on those Ultralisks, and does. Really nicely done, but losing gateways is really bad. This, I mean, the Defiler could maybe be consumed like an almost dead Ultralisk and throw down a plague on these units if he wanted. But I don't know that's where his attention is at the moment. The problem is, yeah, there was an attack that came into that right side 4th base. It didn't actually work out in the end for the Zerg player, but I feel like it's very, very susceptible to that sort of thing. So the Ultras are annoying, but eventually they will die. I promise you. Protoss fans are like, why isn't he dying? Well, it's Dragoons mostly that are attacking him. There you go. A Zealot gets in, gets a few good hits off, and then gets taken down. And the Ultra has 6 kills. Ah, he wandered out of the Dark Swarm. That's not going to work out for you at all. This Ultralisk has 1 kill, and he will get taken down because there is no Dark Swarm. Telling you, if the Defiler had consumed an Ultralisk and then plagued, I think that would have been a better result than that last Ultralisk dying after accomplishing almost nothing, and especially in the last minute. Terror feels on top of things. He's taken the center base on Fighting Spirit, which is not something you do unless you're feeling incredibly confident. He retakes the 9 or the 3 o'clock. He has the 9 o'clock. It's 175 to 144 supplies. Zealot's got this thing in the bag, you guys. I'm looking at it. I'm looking at a thing in a bag, and I think it's the game. Lings and Ultras are just ignoring the storm entirely, which is when you know you pretty much lost the game as a Protoss. The High Templar tossing down storms all over the place. The Reavers in the mix. There are too many Ultras on the ground for 2 Reavers to handle, and the shuttle gets the heck out of there, especially because Scourge are chasing it down. It does get saved by the cannons, as flying units usually do versus Scourge, getting saved by the cannons. 174 to 123 supply. It is just not... It is not Terror's day today. We've seen him roll Zerg players with Protoss, but I just feel like this drop style from ZeLoT is so good. And the early attacks negating the Storm fairly well. Very good, too. We get a Dark Archon in here. Why are we seeing so many Dark Archons lately? What are you even doing, Dark Archon? Like, I don't even feel the need to put this Dark Archon in the thumbnail anymore because we've had so many and I have some better moments, but the Ling Ultra drop on the main base, nothing to stop it. All these gateways are gonna go down. These are fully upgraded Adrenal Lings, fully upgraded Ultralisks. The left side base does go down here for ZeLoT, but he loses a lot of production inside his main. A lot of his tech structures are in trouble now too. There's an army coming up to this fourth base, which, oh, they're coming from the top side. They're coming from the bottom side. There are Reavers, but how much do you care? And that's your good game, Terror. Terror taps out, and ZeLoT is your winner there in 26 minutes and 12 seconds. Dang. Hit that like button if you enjoyed that one. That was... Woo! That was beautiful. That was really, really, really good play from ZeLoT there, taking down Terror, off-racing as Protoss. Ah, I love a good ZVP. That was excellent. We got Dark Archons, you guys. Maybe he didn't do anything, but man, we got him nevertheless. Hit that like button if you enjoyed that. All right, so, man, I love Ultraling so much. I wish I was better with it. This guy makes it look easy. And this guy being ZeLoT. End of the day, 222,000 points here for ZeLoT and 207,000 for Terror. A lot of units produced, man. Almost 700 units produced to the 200 for Terror here. That's a massive advantage. Ends up raising a bunch of Protoss buildings, which is always nice. And then just out-macroed Terror there. Terror was unable to get a fourth base up really until it was kind of too late. He tried to take that ninja base, and then it got shut down by ZeLoT. He scouted it because he has really good map awareness. And that's pretty much it. I think those are the main things. He's used the Mutalisks to pretty good effect, sniping down High Templar, even losing all of his Mutalisks because the Corsairs were out. He did it anyway to make sure the High Templar count was not very high. And then just finding additional bases, expanding a whole bunch, rebounding well from losing bases. Nice use of Dark Swarm, nice use of Plague, and then just out macroed Terror. That'll do. That'll do. All right. Well, that is going to be it from me today. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Go ahead and hit that like button. Hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, thank you so much for watching. Take care of yourself. Stay safe, stay healthy. And until next time, thanks again. Wow, that outro was not standard.